Hey YouTube, it's Alan Sugano. I'm the president of ADS Consulting Group, and today's topic is about credential grabbing attacks. So, credential grabbing attack is when a hacker will try to come in and just grab as many credentials as they possibly can. It's also tied in with also the other types of attacks that can compromise your username and password. So they do this maybe through social engineering. Hey, hi, this is IT, and we need your password for blah blah blah. Spear phishing attacks, right, where you have a phishing attack that's directed specifically to your organization. And other attacks, brute force attacks, compromised, unpatched computers, blah blah blah, to get username and password. The holy grail, right, is to get a username and password that has admin creds, or find a vulnerability that gives them the ability to what's called privilege escalate just a generic user and make them an administrator. But anyway, so just the ways to protect against this is enable MFA everywhere, every time you log in. Doesn't matter if you're in the office, outside the office, MFA all the time, every day, twice on Sunday. Also, silo your network. So siloing your network will put different servers in different subnets, and then have a firewall that does stateful inspection to allow or block traffic between the different silos, block inter-silo traffic. That's also very important. Also, make sure that those syslogs are getting pushed to a SIM so you can analyze any silo jumping attempts. That will really help what's called lateral movement. Once a hacker gets in, right, they try to move laterally to compromise as many systems as they can. And if your network is siloed, they're going, hey, look, it's much more difficult to move laterally in a siloed network as opposed to a completely flat network. Also, obviously, a perimeter firewall with other protections, like antivirus scanning and root bot protection, and a lot of times if you have a perimeter firewall like the Palo Altos do this, where it has ability to understand what the application is doing, like it has basically WAF, web application features built directly into the firewall. Those are really good to protect against that. We would say, probably, if I had to put a gun to my head, probably MFA is probably one of the most important steps you need to do. So obviously they're all important, but MFA is probably, if you haven't implemented it, please implement it now. If you need help protecting against a credential grabbing attack, or you think you might have already been compromised, we would love to help you out. You can send an email to info@adscon.com. and we can talk about what happened and how we might be able to protect you in the future. If you like this content, please boink, hit the subscribe button, boink, hit the like button. It does help out the channel. Thanks a lot for listening. Stay safe out there. Protect your username and passwords, primarily with multi-factor authentication. And thanks a lot for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.